Good morning. My name's Kim. Welcome to my channel, 5 Mirror Tarot. How you doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. Are you ready? Are you? They told me just start, so here we go. Don't you force anything that doesn't fit into your situation. And please use your intuition. Use your discernment to make decisions. And let the rest go. We're going to get into it, all of it. And I thank you for clicking on this video. This will be a channeled message for you for your highest good. And we're going to release the karma for the higher good of the entire collective consciousness, and that includes your toxic butt nuts. I trust this message has found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you. I welcome you. And I thank you so very much for being in this moment and coming here, show me your kindness. And as always, collective, I love you so, so much. And I am so very proud of you. See, it's written, I'm proud of you. Ow. Oh, I'm sorry. Fell off the ladder. Here we go. Now, the first one is the Judgment card. The next is the Knight of Pentacles. That's an offer to you, looking at all your opportunities that are opening up for you. In spite of your butt nuts, they're also going through a judgment. And they don't like what they're seeing. You've leveled up again. They can't keep up with you. Think, where are you going? Let's see. You've got a lot of opportunities that they're trying to jam up. Now, this is going to be an open read. Many, many messages. Especially in a second, I'm going to do the blessing part. You having to deal with, I saw them this morning at my meditation between 3 and 4 in the morning that I do. See your smarmy, dark underbelly of mankind, because I look at the whole entire collective. And you're a person, you've seen it. You've seen it. They're going after you. You can see them gearing up. And you walk through go down the hall doing what you're doing. And you walk past the den or their little man cave or whatever it is. And sure enough, hang in the air like a demon. Some of you, this is after a breakup, and your go no contact kicks in, and oh, you stay away. They've lost touch with reality. This is for entertainment purposes. That was a joke, you two, but they know that they're losing it. Even if it's just they don't want to look at it, but they don't want to go to the crazy house. They are not okay, energy-wise, from what I was looking at. Literally throwing shit at people, trying to look over here, misdirection. They are troublemakers. They are fire starters. They hurt people. And you know the type. This isn't for everyone, but for some of you, I'm sorry it is. I don't want to trigger you, but I also saw, let's just pick. They lie to you. They steal from you. Let's pick. You know the type, these people who do this, that they do cheating, and then they blame you for it. Quote, and I quote, "It's your fault I did that at all. It's your fault I finally cheated." But they won't say on you to personalize it. I finally cheated. If they say on you, that could force them in a corner to have to take accountability. So they choose their words carefully. Why didn't you treat me better? Because deep down, I'm not a doctor, but being narcissistic towards you, well, They kind of like doing that to you and being cruel. Kind of sadistic, huh? Okie doke. But you're making decisions. You're taking an offer right now. It could be love. It could be just self-love. You're doing that for yourself. Treating yourself really well. Well done, you. They're an opportunist, but in the future, they're going to try to, because you're going to be making money. They're going to want to tap into some of that and trick you into investing or help me out with my, help me, I need money, could you help me out? You seem to have more than you, yeah. But see, you get offers that take you to all of that abundance. They do not get to sit at the table that the divine has set a table for you. And yeah, you weren't able to claim some of this before because the divine knew full well that they would manipulate it out of you, or you just hand it over because you're sweet. No, they're not going to give you some of your abundance if people are going to just take it from you. Then you don't get it either until you learn that lesson. For some of you, and a lot of you, this isn't just because you're with a person, you know, you're intimate with. This is family. They've been treating you like this forever and ever and ever and ever. Poor darling. Poor thing. Now then, moving on to the Fraud. Well, apparently we are moving on to the Fraud. Oh, great. Someone's jamming up got that damn frog in my throat. And the Fraud, this is the Oracle, the Heart of the Fairy Oracle. Fraud. Oh, that's the Queen of Hearth, and that's the Queen of Hearth at home. That's that Queen of Hearth at home fairy. A link from your past, a bridge to the future. You make yourself at home in your own skin. In the now, in the present tense. You be at home with any situation, even if you don't like it. And you have a knack to make sure that one feels welcome. Maybe if you're just standing talking to people at a party, you know how we get into little cliques. Oh, they think you're delightful. Because you are. Because you make them feel welcome, even if you're just learning. You have the ability to be graceful. You create first a cozy home in your heart space. And then you transfer that to any relationship, even with your pets. What now? Okay. Well, of course, I hope that you're doing well. Are you feeling good this morning? I hope so. I don't want you to feel under the weather. So right now, this is life out here in the Southwest. You are venturing into don't give a flying fig television. Coming from the land of enchantment. Now then, you know the people who do the cheating and then blame you for it. It's your fault I did this at all. It's your fault I cheated. Why didn't you treat me better? They don't want to change. They like doing this. Not just to you, to everybody. They're doing to the they're cheating on the person they cheated on you with you. Uh-huh. They don't want to be held to account for the cheatery. And you've had enough of it, and they got caught. And now they're mad, they're pissed. They don't want to be held accountable. And pull all that bullshit on you. Then they turn around and they cry and they play the victim. Psychotic little episodes galore. Now, this could be like a platonic relationship. This could be someone you're married to. This could be a sibling who or a parent of somebody that, yeah, pulls this crap on you. They are a troublemaker. They do start fires. They stir the shit pot at every turn. Triangulate. They vow to themselves that this is going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me. And they've told you that before, and then here it comes. Then they say, I'm sorry, and all that shit. Well, that's not an apology. That's crap. Stonewalling you. Coercive control to the max. Retaliation. This asswipe, this slutty narcissist cheat due to some, this is for educational and entertainment purposes, for some deep-seated need for sexual validation. For inflated sense of entitlement. And a pinch of sadism and a little bit of cruelty. Yeah. Lack of empathy. That emboldens someone toxic, so it's easy to blame their partner. And they love to claim how the partners are worse than they are. Well, that's a mechanism to deflect, to avoid shame. Plus, it's a way to control the narrative and justify all of their abusive behaviors, but especially the ones they perpetrate on you, collective. Now on 5 Mirror Tarot, we explore insights on narcissism and gaslighting through these beautiful tarot card readings. I show you how we identify narcissism through tarot card channeled messages. Enhanced. Yes, and 7 of Swords. Narcissist recovery themed tarot deck. I found that. Narcissist recovery guidance uses tarot. Yeah. Tarot cards are perfectly used as a form of Jungian psychology, and it uses symbols of Jungian mythos about how the empath and the narcissist in his lectures. Tarot spells out intentions used to deceive and manipulate, like keeping secrets from you to maintain control over you. 7 of Swords, truly. It's a tricky, cunning deceit energy that it carries. They are never honest. So the tarot reveals what the narcissistic SOBs are trying to dish out to you, and that's why you come here every day. And you make me so damn happy. Other cards like the Sun or the 10 of Swords mean something to me on this channel. Could also be interpreted in a narcissistic context of a reading. 5 Mirror Tarot. Depending on the other surrounding cards, and I do use the Celtic Cross for your reading enjoyment. Now the 5 of Swords, I love that one in particular. This card says how the narcissistic personality seeks to always win no matter what. And they do not care if it harms you, the kids, the pets, the others. They don't care. The narcissist's victories leave everyone feeling defeated and energetically depleted. Yeah, they like that part. Now the Magician's another one. When I type in, it also can represent the very manipulation or manipulative side of a narcissist who does too believe that they have all powers and all the resources to get what they want out of you, often by controlling you and others all the damn time. And for me, the Fool can mean a narcissist is starting their journey with a strong sense of entitlement, a belief in only their own specialness, and a lack of self-awareness regarding the consequences of the choices and actions that they do stuff to you and then are surprised they get into trouble for it. Now, the Magician represents the desire for control and manipulation as far as I'm concerned, while the Five of Swords represents a desire for a victory achieved at the cost of others, defeat or loss or pain that they perpetrate. This hints at self-serving and will do this at all costs mentality. I use fairy tale, I use tarot, I use tarot readings, I use all of this channeled messages, and you can stay safe. You have a safe place to belong here on this channel. You can stay safe in this new way of doing things here. All I ask every day, here we go. Listen to what your soul is asking you to do, collective. Now, permission is not granted to link or to repost this video. This video is for educational purposes only. This video is for spiritual purposes only. Overall, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Because this video doesn't refer to any specific person and should not refer to any specific person as having NPD or narcissistic traits, especially to support an allegation that the maker of this video believe or support a claim that a person is literally a narcissist or a bully. See there? And we're still in that Saturn retrograde is moving from known into uncomfortable unknown. And this is some new phase in your ongoing growing ascension process. Plus, I told you yesterday, Saturn retrograde and Pluto return together. Oh, did you all see the video of you know who, he who shall not be named? Yes, Voldemort. With the bad comb over and the spray tan bronzer. Did you see him get booed at that football game? Was music to everybody's ears. You could see the look of terror in his beady little eyes, too. Tiny fist of fury went, uh-oh, He had to face the reality. They drowned him out. And the more he talked, the louder they booed him, well, giving him the number one finger salute. They were giving him the thumbs down. They were booing him at that. And these military people were supposed to be taking some kind of oath, and it was supposed to be an honor for them, and of course he ruined it for them. He's a narcissist. Oh, well, gee, it's a sure gosh darn good thing that I just made for entertainment purposes only, a joke about our president. Gee, it's a darn good thing that I have this disclaimer. But I would suggest, and I'm not a doctor, that if you watch that video, you watch him go through what Samuel Vaknin, go watch his videos on YouTube, Vaknin, what he calls mortification, narcissistic collapse. In real time, grandiose narcissist and a bit of a psychopath. That was a joke. And our social little antichrist is our president. Got kicked in the teeth by Satan himself. It was pretty cool. Go watch that video. But I'm not implying on this video that our president or anybody at all is a feckin' narcissist. That, all of it, was for entertainment purposes. It was a feckin' joke. No, really, check out that video. You see the look of abject terror in his eyes. Who loves you now, baby? Nobody. He's a feck from Queens. From Queens. Yeah. Uh-huh. When they put him in prison in a couple of weeks, I think they should put him in Fort Knox. They should make a little teeny weeny oubliette, a forgotten place for him, an oubliette. Is that what it is? Let me see what it is in German over here. Der vergessenen Ort. No, der vergessenen Ort. Yeah. That would be an oubliette, is a forgotten place. And metaphorically, our president is about to be banished to an oubliette. Oubliette. O-B-L-I-E-T-T-E. Oubliette is the worst form of imprisonment in any dungeon. And that's too good for him. So I think he should have a little cubby hole at Fort Knox. Then the rest of his brain can go to pudding there. Now then, this transformation today, welcome to my channel. Really, if you like the energy on my channel, you really should subscribe. This transformation is your confirmation during this reading. This reading is your confirmation today. Love is heartfelt at home. Harmony, harmony. Now, this is the part where I say these are open read. Many subjects, many messages, because these are all your blessings. I'm going to give you 3 little, be stingy and breadcrumb you with the blessings. So here we go. This is an open read. Many messages, because I love you. To protect your home, to protect your loved ones, to protect your car, protect your cats, your dogs, your ferrets, your horses, or if you're into animal husbandry. No reasoning. There's, once the distorted goes hostile, that's what I'm talking about. You don't have time for this. Bully's mouth and jaw drops. Because you love to let go of the old, and a lot of that's around them. Persons, places, and things, past, present, to keep them out of your future. You're magnetizing your soul as a divine masculine, sir. You major in adaptivity. You make adjustments. Do it. Trust in the infinite spirit. You know you want to. White light, bathe us in white light on all levels. Reason, calculation, and orderliness. Ooh, thank you. We say prayer of gratitude. You are really trying hard to master something. Now, Owl says, I know, Father Owl says you have some kind of mastery that you have developed. This is a holy ganja vibration for those that have a license. I know not all states are recreational, you know. But that's for those of you that have it's your medicine, right? Okay. Now I'm seeing the 9 of Cups, and this card means it's reversed. It's reversed. Thank you, Holy Spirit. That means you are creating a successful life that you enjoy a hell of a lot. Join the hell out of it. Oh, God, there he goes, blowing that nose like Gabriel's going to blow that trumpet on Judgment Day. It makes my eye twitch. He's been doing that for 40 years. 40. Yeah, I married him in church and now I got to live with him. But you are right on time. You are right on top. You are right on, baby. You're not fecking about either. You say, I want to position myself as somebody who sees myself as successful on enacting a successful life. Well done. I'm so proud of you. And again, I'm here to tell you, whatever you're doing, it's working. No matter what you think, don't be a party pooper on your own behalf. Quit it. Ditch all of the impossible ways that you are filling out schedules, all of that frenetic activity, static noise, shrill negativity afoot, because it's going to be the holiday. Oh, screw that. You're going to be mellow about it. You want to be mellow about it. White light on all levels. I bathe all of you. All your 144 light bodies. And unconditional, non-judgmental love on all levels. And I will ask you to stick to it, to stick with it. You know? The same old grind sucks the life out of you. But you have little to show for it. Now, that was not success at all, and it dawned on you that you're not going to be working harder. You're going to be working smarter instead of working harder, so that you get more by working smarter instead of working yourself to death. Protection about money, protection to attract money, protection to fight pessimism, and you know your self-worth. It's 5 office protection from others trying to harm you, those rattlesnakes. It's a spiritual miracle that some of you prayed for. Say your prayers of gratitude. It's here. What is my personal measure of joy? Holy Spirit says that's you, collective. Or you want to create a register for reality-based success in your own skin first. Spiritual protection, you receive a blessing from the divine. You decide where to go to next, waiting for blessings to come in for you. You don't care what the future holds. That's the 2 of clubs. It means you got a decision to make. The next one would be the 3 of clubs, and that would be where your ships come in eventually. But this is the 2 of clubs. You have to decide, thank you, Holy Spirit, what the heck it is that you want when these things arrive. What are you going to do with them to grow these blessings? And what is my own personal frequency that is carried for joy? That was something you were asking in your prayers this morning. During my meditation between 3 and 4 in the morning, when I check up on the collective consciousness and the satisfaction of harvesting happiness. I know you got used to only being able to settle for toxicity. Screw that. An energy arc, a bridge. Duality and balance headed to a new path and a beginning of a new direction. Some of you with a new partner. And this vibration, this vibe is to help animals, tapping into your intuition. Is that animal husbandry again? 9 of Cups reversed. Emotional alignment is a priority. You're not doing anything unless you are emotionally in alignment. What do I want my own life to seem like? You're always hearing about everyone else's. And you looking for what it is that makes, you're like, what makes me so damn happy I can hardly stand it. You're funny, collective. Don't let my smile fool you, bully. This doesn't surprise you at all. All right, let me see. 4. Al asks, Father Owl, mother owl, baby owl, asks you to use your body efficiently, along with your emotions and your feelings, to do that release. Some of you trying to get pregnant, you're so keyed up and wound up like a cheap watch, quit it. The second you go, because you're trying to control everything, knock it the F off. Some of you are like, we want a baby, we're going to have a baby. Well, then it's a project, or it's a passion, or it's something in you, and you're killing the joy in it. Quit it. You're overthinking it. Now, the lunatic fringe at its best, because you've already got them starting and gearing up because it's going to be Thanksgiving. This is not fear. They're enraged. They made some mistakes and choices in about the last 10 years. I'm going to be generous. And now it finally caught up to the little butt nuts, didn't it? So I sense that you guys are absolutely releasing some kind of too busy energy right about nowish. Because it's circling the drain after it watched all those people and could feel all that energy of, we do not like you, and you're antagonizing, you're poking a bunch of bears in this auditorium that are military people that aren't being paid, and then the planes, yeah, the TSA people weren't being paid. Nobody's. While you're having great Gatsby parties, you keep getting caught going to parties where they were having I'm from New Mexico. The skirt steaks that man was choking down with a Diet Coke because he's a pig. That's a joke. It's for entertainment purposes. It's my opinion only. Skirt steak. In the land of enchantment, would you like red or green chili with that? Those are fajitas. Those are carnitas. How dare that man put carnitas up to his flabby little face? After deporting people that brought that cuisine. Deporting them. Someone's dealing with a distorted feminine, a karmic feminine, who's feeding a frenzy of low vibrations and an eyeballs deep in lustfulness, and it's not a good thing. And you saw this, and you, without saying a word, exposed them. So Father Owl asks Mother Owl and Baby Owl. Somebody's trying to make a baby, see? You relinquish certain self-imposed responsibilities. It's not your responsibility. A whole lot of responsibilities simply are not for us, collective. Some people, you got to let them learn hard lessons without you rescuing them, I know. Even if they're a-holes. Or it's someone in your family who are sometimes an a-hole. And that's the most disappointing part. Is when you're at a certain age, you realize that some of these people in your family are assholes. Backstabbers want to put you in your place. What did I just say? Taking up space. Dispute with colleagues at work. They take things as they come and then try to mess everyone up just for the thrill of it. Hurting themselves. Some of it went into litigation. Some of them got fired. Owl Totem. Owl suggests it's best to simplify your processes. And there's less energy that's spent. You get to relax. All boundaries are being exceeded or broken by them. Or they're mutating this drama into chaos. It's an unhealthy growth. And that little fungus gnat keeps buzzing around. You miss. You too, sir, you with your Jezebel. Now the Owl Totem, Owl is asking you to just please relax into what you're doing. You need to get more joy. Don't kill the joy. You need to get more joy out of every life experience, even the unpleasant ones. Rack it up to something. Tap into your higher self and new levels of spirituality. Go do that. White light, is it? Keep it short and simple. KISS. What's wrong with a little kiss? You work smarter, not harder. Try doing less effort. You continue to listen to yourself and you trust your own intuition. You call in your angels to gain their good aid. Some of you call them in faster still. I feel a message has come in so strongly. You have to keep toxic presage violent consequences unless they're in jail or they decide to drastically change themselves and then shock everyone by staying stuck that way. Collective owls asking what? I'm sorry. Isn't that what life is all about? This means staying present. Stay in the here and now. Stay in the here and now moment. That is so, so, so important for you to learn how to do that. It's like breathing. Soon it'll become involuntary. You won't think about it. You got a strong constitution there of a concrete elephant. Owl totem? Mother Owl asks you to remember to stay present with the things that you literally do. Enjoy the hell out of doing it, collective. Look at me, vibration, so people pay attention to you. People will be attracted to you. Of course they will. You heal your inner child and you release childhood, whatever. Virgo energy, this is affecting your energy, your vibration. This can affect your ability to stay present. You keep those chakras balanced and then you magnetize your soul effectively. Some of you making new friends, making room for new friends. I see an old owl totem, old owl, an old one. Owls focus all of their awareness and their keen senses into the energy of optimism and hunting and the energy of balance by introducing some positivity. The owl most certainly is inclined to ask you to keep building towards your futures, starting in the here and now moment. To stay present, magnetize your soul, it will come to you. Mother Owl asks to remind you that there can be things all interlaced, ingrained in your life that have been effectively touching your health. That'll be either for good or bad, you would know. And on some energetic level, I feel this is the Nine of Pentacles energy, but it's reversed. It doesn't hurt for you to go go talk to your doctor. Now we've got this Bish who's created a flaming Bish portal to other Lovecraftian worlds, and bats flying out from her sex. Mr. My Divine Masculine, so that's your Jezebel, trying to manipulate and seduce you with the same old dog and pony tricks. Oh, that's Ginger. Oh, I think this is a very destructive quality in this. This is a feminine energy. Anything that brings negativity into the equation, they keep walking it right over to you. We'll switch those energies around. There's no gender in tarot. The negativity pulls out a chair. It sits down at the table with you for a little tussle. What? Her head is bestial and strange to behold, arrogant, entitled, snarling mouth. Her eyes are literal slits, like a little snake. Right? Well, you close the door on anything at all any kind of excess of noise coming out of her pie hole, or anything that has created any kind of excess noise, anything that has an ability to become a distraction. It tries to bring in destructive qualities to baffle you, confuse you, throw you off your square. No. 5 mindsets that obstacles to waken the F up. Demons, negative energies, temptations, not waking up, and you know you're smelling coffee, but no, maybe I'm smelling green tea. But something that you're doing is taking up too much of your time. It's toxic. Too much of your energy. It's toxic. And your life, even. And I see you want to succeed at closing the effing door on this, on these levels of toxicity. People like her, this feminine, are so horrible. But he or she is reaching. They've gone too far. I know someone was reaching when he decided to impromptu show up at that football game and got his ass booed 9 ways to Sunday. It's always funny when they brood. Stood there and acted like a baby isn't what he did. How embarrassing our president is, huh? 9 of Pentacles reversed. You keep moving forward. You are moving in silence. You keep on all levels low-key. Awareness and priorities and progress. This is something that you do as your custom. It's like a day-to-day ablution, something that you just, it's just the way you are. You have a lot of patience with some of these idiots. Don't need to be stuck with a violent, controlling butt nut. I don't care who they are to you. What did you say? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Hold on now, let me get over there. Oh, I have no idea. Here, let me kick the ladder 3 or 4 more times, shall we? I'm sorry if I'm hydrating. You know the drill. Let me get over here. How are you doing? I hope you're feeling well. Are you having a good day? I hope you are. I do appreciate you come here every day. You think I don't know? I do. Of course I do. It's a comfort to me. What you are committed to with your entire being right now, collective. Even if it's in your own skin. You've magnetized your soul. Your devotion is attracting resources and support to you. Because even if it's just you for your sake in your own skin, you are a warrior of love. So what does the divine have to share with you? Let's see, what's it going to be here? Oh, lovely. That was real darn attractive. Where? Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, those are nice too, but I want this one. Let's see what it is. 9 of Cups. Are you having a happy ending this morning? Happy ending? You'll be in love with yourself for a really long time. You get a happy ending. You're finishing up some kind of burden, processing it, alchemizing it. Page of Pentacles. You're getting news that you did change, bring change about. Queen of Cups, yeah. And the Queen of Wands and the Hierophant. Woo! You get the happy ending on the up and up with a new lover that's not toxic. Then you and that new person, project, place, or thing, for all of you, this is a collective reading. You're unburdened. I'm very happy to be unburdened and working all of this. See the growth? See the growth? Moving forward in the face of adversity because you're keeping your heart chakra open. You didn't slam it shut. Well done. Then you get, these are messages of an intense amount of wealth and luck. Lots of luck. Really lucky. Really lucky. Car not being towed lucky. Not getting a ticket lucky. Not having to pay a fine or a penalty lucky. Loving on yourself, that you're magnetized your soul, that you're attracting to you what it is that you need to take action on your manifest. It's keeping you cool and you're manifesting. It's coming to you, all the things that you need, because you're not taking action. Got it? You could be Leo, you could be Aries, you could be Sagittarius. And the way you work for the divine, that's you. Tradition. Being who you are most authentically in the here and now with your chakras in alignment. You are in alignment, perfectly in alignment. Don't give a crap about the past. You did all that work. You know better. That could stress you out. You don't have any attachment to any kind of outcome because it's fun that way in the future. Or you would stress out, and that would knock you out of alignment, and it would stop you from being able to use your magnetized soul to your advantage. You're not getting in your own way. You refuse. You've done that too many times before. What's the fun in that? What would be the fun in that? What crosses the situation? Yeah, these feel really... These down here are very nice. Ooh. Ooh, this one? Ooh, that one feels like that one's better. No, I want this one. Oh, at the center of everything there is light, and you are that light. You don't care what the future holds. You're going to use your discernment and your intuition. This is the Two of Swords. To cause an awful lot of, just by doing you and not buying into their crap. For me, on my channel using the tarot, when that King of Swords is reversed, that's your narcissist. Lost touch with reality. Don't want to go to the crazy house though. So they're not okay. Literally. Throwing shit at people and seeing if anything will stick. You know, are troublemakers. Starting fires and then bitching about it, getting caught. They hurt people. Like our president is getting karma. How many videos? Here, let's say it. Thank you, St. Michael, for the prayer that we did on 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot about 3 videos back. Where we sicked St. Michael on you know who, Tiny Fist of Fury. And when I saw him being booed to that degree, I said a prayer of gratitude to St. Michael for doing exactly what we asked him to do. We called him in, we gave him permission to get Tiny Fist of Fury, and oh, he did. And so when you see what you've given him permission to do, and when he comes back and shows you he did what you gave him permission to do, you invite him back in. Thank you, St. Michael, for getting Tiny Fist of Fury the karma, get him exactly what he deserves. Because he does. I'll say. And then here's what. This explains the hell he went through the second it dawned on him that they were booing him. It was music. It was so satisfying. Thank you, Saint Michael, from everyone in all realms known and unknown, all dimensions known and unknown. Thank you, Saint Michael, for my wonderful, awesome little fierce, sassy little soul tribe on 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot. Because we are a sassy, fierce soul family. Is it the basis? What's the basis of the situation? No, these were humming. That one right here. Ooh, that's a thick one. It's a lot of cards. You give self-love endlessly because the light is without end. Your soul is all you need. 7 of Pentacles. I told you that as stuff is happening to you-know-who, the granddaddy of them all, this is going to trickle down to personally your tacky people in your neck of the wood. Same thing. Everything they invested in being dirty, rotten scoundrels, SOBs, they're getting karma, coming and going. We're being freed. All of us that saw that man get booed, and you're going to be made to see them for all the stuff that they did to you. They did too much. They went too far. They were told to stop, and they wouldn't. Thinking, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? You can't fight something that's invisible, because you can't. How do we know? When that Exorcist movie came out, I was 15 or 16 years old. That movie just scared the living crap out of everybody. Because it did. It just did. It was a collective consciousness that worked. Well, the same thing. I will suggest the energy that I've been picking up on Tiny Fist of Fury matches when The Exorcist hit the world, the whole globe. That movie freaked everyone out. It's an energy. Well, world card reversed. His world's about to be tipped upside down to all that he's done to everyone else. This is him losing, hands down, and so will yours, because all they look at is what they've lost, where they've been given chance after chance to stop doing this to you, and they won't. And now they're getting karma. So no matter where you are home. You are the most sacred sanctuary. It's found within you, in your own heart space. And then you've got people that do care for you and do love you. They're allowed to share in that. But there's others that you will not be giving your energies and your gifts and your time and your love to, because they blew it. They blew it. It's not you. What's going on over the next 2 weeks? Which one? Which one? This one? Oh, you get to hit the reset button. Reset. You go on and you grow your soul tribe, the people that love you, family and friends coming together in family unity. And when they try, 2 of Cups, when they try to disrupt that, ooh, they're going to get it. It's like they see you building to a crescendo, and they're compelled to mess with you. But the moon is saying they don't know that there's danger up ahead, because the divine's not having it. Karma is one thing, but karma and divine retribution all at the same time is a bit much. When do you feel the most abundant? you choose to feel that abundance. Your edge shows how wealth is an inside job. It's the law of attraction. Next 2 weeks. What crowns collected? No, I like these. These down here. Oh, the tower. I've been telling you that the divine is coming in because right now the humans are so jammed up that we can't help ourselves. So this is the universe stepping in to help. Number one, the earth, Mother Nature, Mother Earth called out. She sent out a signal. She said she's had enough, that we just are not helping at all. And she needs to be refreshed. She did an SOS. And they came. They came. This is the King of Pentacles. This is the Most High. This is the universe itself. I don't care if you believe in God or not. I don't do spiritual arrogance on my channel. That's your business. This is the universe coming in to set things straight for the whole frickin' globe, the whole planet, all of them, but starting with ours. And our little latitude and longitude when our country was born on the 4th of July, Pluto return. What did I tell you earlier? Saturn retrograde right now and Pluto return transits are working together to fist feck our president. Pardon my French. He's not going to be taking any risks pretty soon because he's about spent. This tower is for him. It's us tearing out rest of humanity, tearing out what is tyrannical and evil. We're tearing evil out so that we can hit the reset button for humanity. We've all had it with that man. One man that has done so much harm. He's gonna get it. And you heard it here first on 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot. You are the light. You are the center of everything. There is light. And you are that bright light, collective. And when you subscribe to my channel, I have a nickname for you. You become my bright light. How about that? Definitely in the future. That looks interesting. Narcissism, the spirit of narcissism is being gutted, metaphorically. Narcissism, being gutted. We're seeing it in all of its crying over spilled milk. They boo-hoo. They booed me, Stephen Miller. They booed me, Ivanka. They booed me, Barron and Melania and Eric and Don. I know he does this. And Tiffany. Poor Tiffany, I know. Here's the Queen of Pentacles. Their ships aren't coming in because they tried to do so much. They went too far with you, and that's their part of their punishment. 3 prongs, 3 of wands. They were told to stop doing it, to leave you alone as the Queen of Pentacles. And you are able to hold your own going forward, collecting blessings and growth as you go, standing your own ground. No one can touch you. You're protected. You're in a little protected bubble. That's your little protected bubble. So there is a deep calm, abiding joy that arrives when you can merge with the aspect of you, your most authentic self that never changes. Ooh, again. Ooh, Six of Pentacles. Immature Empress. That's your Jezebel, sir. She's wounded. Don't you go. It's for entertainment purposes. A head cold or the flu would be the least thing you would want her to give to you, sir. Do you catch my meaning? She keeps trying to seduce you, and so far you've so far you've outsmarted her, but she's got those poppin' fresh bodacious tatas. You know, she did not have that for the first once again 20 years that you were married to her. You've got 4 kids. Yeah. To have areolas that are like dinner plates and then have 4 kids and they went south. Yeah, and then that new boyfriend put that new chassis on her, and she has been dying ever since he gifted that body modification to her. Secretly, she has been wanting to entice you with her new chassis ever since. You go on doing what it is you're supposed to be doing. Not with your toxic people who thought they were better than you. This is an end to your frustration. Some of you, it's an end to sexual frustration. They are no good ideas, no good fertile ideas. No, 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 never. The whole time you've known them, they're blithering idiots. This is for entertainment purposes. Wounded, bitter, vengeful, because they can see that you are better off without them. You keep glowing up. You have money again. You look good. You smell good. You've leveled up. Blessings and everything's coming your way. They are stuck because they were told to leave you alone and they wouldn't. So getting divine retribution. Good. They earned it. What's in the environment of hope? This one's in. Well, how come these two feel the same? Arrows of Love, 8 of Wands, High Priestess reversed. Telling people you're not an earth angel, you're the devil's handmaiden, so they're lying on you. Temperance reversed. What did I just say? But you defeat that because people know that you're just jealous because you're a loser and you're toxic, you're a bastard. You pulled all kinds of crap on Collective. You ghosted Collective, you abandoned Collective, you ripped her heart out, wouldn't explain. Yeah. And then you did things to your own children that were despicable because you're a rat effer. So they don't believe. These people know better. And this is really champing your toxic people's buttholes. Bunghole in disarray. And, excuse me. You're attracting in. You've opened a portal here. You're getting ready to open another one just in time for Christmas. That's going to line up more wealth and an offer of real love. But it's new right now. It's still gelling. You're going to have to be patient. Then I don't care what your gender is, you win. You're already the Queen of Wands. We saw that earlier. But now you're the King and Queen. That's your inner divine masculine, inner divine feminine. I really got your manifestation to culmination. You're cooking with gas. So that's your hope. There is a bliss. That's why you've got both the king and the queen. There is a bliss that you get to experience every time you detach from the sacrifice. That deceased, please. The surface storms that cause chaos in our lives. If we can remember that we are centered and connected, that we are an aspect of the divine, even if we're going through fresh hell and we don't like what we're going through, that remains the same no matter how much changes around you for good or bad. Then you get to arrive at a joy that lives at the core of your being. Arrows of love. New kind of a download. Arrows of love. Spiritually too. This could be platonic. But I think this is romance. Someone's going to get some action. Good for you. The rest is arrows of love. Something coming in spiritually. New kind of a download. New kind of way of processing what the divine, what you do, your little rapport. In a new way. They show you how to bring things into alignment in a brand new spiffy reward. Wait, hold on. In a new way so that you get used to it. Once you get used to it, then you really learn how to pull things into alignment. It's a system to alchemize. And then you defeat your enemies, persons, places, and things so that you continue to law of attraction. They're saying this too. You have to get used to it's not coming in like tomorrow, but it is coming in, and it's pretty big. And then you open a portal with all that energy up under your wings, and you jump through. And again, future prospect of a new beginning in different areas of your life. It's a process where you gradually get used to it. You get used to it. Kalu Kale, my beamish boys and girls. I don't care what your gender is. This is you as the king being able to take action at the fire trine to manifestation to culmination. To add to your different layers of your empire. What do those around you think of you, collective? This one? The family. They're really proud of you. Nobody helped you. Nobody helped you get through that. Well, your licensed professional did, but you did so much work. I'm so proud of you that you pulled all of that. You healed it. And that is why now they're celebrating you, and they're celebrating you on the other side. Your angels and ancestors, the divine, is celebrating you. Page of Swords, they can literally spy on you, but they get no thrill out of it. Trying to smear your name doesn't work. People know better. You're like getting ready to join the Chamber of Commerce. Your little pest of a narcissist can just pack it up now. You're successful, and while you're not successful, then the Chamber of Commerce is elevating her for adding to the community. That's you, collective. They can't stand it. Because see, you're close, you're detaching from they cannot stand it. It's freaking them out because they grew accustomed to doing stuff to you, because before you wouldn't set boundaries with them and let them get away with them. But now that those 10 of Swords, the last one you hold that you pulled out, you almost didn't make it. It was so painful. That painful. And now you carry that sword to remind yourself that you're never going to go through that with them or anyone ever again. See, there it is. That's God's truth. And you're being rewarded for choosing yourself and showing up for yourself fiercely, loving yourself elegantly on all levels. Enter the heart and ask to experience stillness. Repeat the words, I am inner peace. I am harmony. Because you are. You deserve that, collective. And those around you who love you, they know it. What's your heart's desire? Heart's desire. Which one? Which one? No, that would be. Ooh, it's a thick. Yes, this is you 8 out of 10 times now. You're getting better than 9 out of 10 because you got the 9 of Cups, remember? The happy ending. Then the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. 8, 9, 10. Then we've also got an 8 here. Your successes are infinite, not finite. They had to have you convince yourself that everything you did was finite. Everything you did was useless. Everything they did to trap you in your head, but you figured out, no, that's not me. Look at these swords. And this is when you set out to heal yourself. And they can't stand it. They can't raise their vibration. They have to pull you down into the crud with them in order to get you to voluntarily lower your vibration so that they can let you have it. Page of Wands. I told you he's trying to give you cooties. He's trying, or your Jezebel's trying to give you cooties, sir, and you, miss, your slutty boyfriend's trying to give you cooties. This for entertainment purposes. It's a tarot reading, YouTube. Trying to overturn and stop you from achieving this. Can't stop you. I already told you it's already in alignment. It won't be here tomorrow at noon, but it's coming and it's going to be permanent. The kind of joy that you can't kill, nobody can kill that kind of joy, that inner peace. Nothing needs to happen. Everything's exactly as it should or needs to be for you. Which one? Ooh, that was easy. And really? A call to step back, to take a deep breath, to take an inventory of how much you can be grateful for just right now. You're going to learn exactly what it was that they had planned for you. Someone comes, or the divine actually, your teams bring together and make all the scales fall from your eyes. You want them to or not. Got it? Showing you how they were getting ready to do you wrong. They were going to set you up and take you out in the middle of nowhere. And do despicable things to destroy you. To leave you a toothless old drab. Debilitated. Devastated. Destitute. On all levels. Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. All the things that they had planned to do and they've been told to stop. I told you, you are protected. The divine has had it with this shit. Everything they had planned to do to you, to destroy you, is about to happen to them. They never had a real offer of love or even friendship. They hate themselves. They don't know how to love you. And because you chose yourself, you get a mature lover, a real lover, the love you deserve, a true emperor, not a fake poser emperor. A slutty boyfriend is all, you can see it now. I'm an emperor. No, you're not. He's a slut. That man is a slut, miss. And he's exposed right now, so he's fighting so hard to tear you down so that you look worse than he does right now. Deflection, look over here, misdirection. No, they're the devil's handmaiden. It's not you. And they're married to the devil himself, and dancing with the devil is never fun. Put on your dancing shoes, and I hope they pinch you to blisters. Dance, dance, dance. What is it, those red shoes where you can't stop dancing? Well, that's what they're doing. They brought this on themselves. They brought that on themselves, I must say. Got two left? Okay. Then, you want me to tap in? I'm tapping into the angelic realm. Let's see what they have to say about all of this. I would like to know, inquiring minds would like to know, David Pecker at the Inquirer. I hate vain thoughts, but thy law do I love. I hate vain thoughts. But it sure was fun to watch our president get booed and to see the abject terror in his little beady, piggy little eyes, his little porcine eyes. This is for entertainment purposes. That was my opinion. It's a joke. He's a president. I still have free speech. We like the law, the doctrines, the 10 Commandments. We're earth angels. Thou art my hiding place and my shield, and my hope in the Word, which is what we're doing right now with the living Word. Depart from me, ye evildoers. This is the part where the whole world watched him get booed at that football game. The whole world. You can't spin it away. Keep the commandments of my God. What did I just say? Uphold me according unto thy word, thy living word, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. Hold thou me up, and I shall be safe, and I will have respect unto thy statutes continually, and that's to God's glory, on 5 mirror to row. God has trodden down all of them, Stephen Miller, Steve Bannon, Ivanka and Jared Javanka, Don Jr., and Eric. The Geo Protect the Perverts Party, thou hast trodden down all of them, that err from thy statutes and starved children. The GOP shut down. The Republicans shut down. The Republicans. We can't. The Republicans. For their deceit is falsehood. Thou puttest away all the wicked of the earth like dross. Right there in that football stadium, he was in abject terror, sweating too. Sweating like a porcine little piggy. Therefore I love thy testimonies. Right here on 5 mirror to row. We thank St. Michael for hearing our prayer 3 videos back. And here we were. Here he was. They're booing me. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. Right there at a football game. God's wrath. That was the epitome of God's wrath. Nailing tiny Fist of Fury's head to that podium. His pumpkin head to the podium. It was a beautiful thing. And at 3 and 4 in the morning, why, looky here, it's Hebrews. God's wrath against the Jews for the worshiping of false pagan deities in Babylon. Let's see. True godly faith defined as trust in God, relying on God when looking to the future, and obliging even when we don't fully understand all of the facts. It's a fact that that man was in abject terror. They're booing me. Psalm 65:11. You have crowned the year with the bounty of your paths drip with fatness. Well, we're going to get our country back now. Now, awful, awful, awful. No excuse for treating you like dirt. 5 of Pentacles reversed. Today you celebrated, collective. Our soul tribe shall come in all along in glory of his Father, our Supreme Lord God, and Jesus along with God's angels. 9 of Pentacles. We talked about that earlier. And today you are being rewarded for your good works, collective, from the heavens. Your mind needs relief from the plethora of toxic waves lobbed at you. Today karma comes a-knocking. The wickedest narcissist will go through a gauntlet of unpleasantries right now, collective. And we got to see it. The whole world got to see it. He can't spin it away. Get it coming and going. Instant consequences for several poor choices, like starving children in the first month, and now we're in month number 11. 8 of Cups. What your person did and treated you like dirt. God is punishing your butt nut. It's par for their toxic course. To abuse you, a light worker, was never justified. It was cruel. It was unfair punishment for no crime committed. No, never. You're innocent. God's wrath is delved out by the divine. Your angels and ancestors are haunting your abuser day and especially at night. So, I know. Let me look. I'm trying. I still have a head cold. But I'm going to do it. You watch me. I'm going to try. So you think you know the story of the good bargain. But the truth is far older, and according to Carl Jung, much darker. There was once a peasant who had driven his cow to the fair and sold her for 7 thalers. On the way home he had to pass a pond, and already from afar he heard the frogs a-crying, "Ayik, ayik." And this character's fate was far too disturbing for fairy tales. Well, he said to himself, they are talking without rhyme or reason. It is 7 that I received, not 8. The frogs, however, kept it at their ayik, 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 ayik. Come then, if you won't believe it, I can count it out for you. And he got his money out of his pocket, and he counted out his 7 thalers. The frogs, however, would not give a bleep to his reckoning, but still they cried, ayik, 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 ayik. Drawing from original versions of fairy tales, not sanitized accounts on 5mm Tarot, reveals how these tales illustrate each stage of alchemical work iterations required to achieve insights using the tarot and both proud fairy oracles. What? Cried the delusional peasant, quite angry. Since you are determined to know the amount better than I, count it for yourselves. And he threw all of the money into the water, over to them. He stood still. He waited until they were done. And they had brought him to his own again, to his own attention, focus. But the frogs maintained their opinion and cried continually, ayik, 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 ayik. And besides that, they did not throw the money out again. They kept his money. He still waited a very long while until evening came on, and the peasant was forced to go home. Then he abused the frogs, and he cried, "You water splashers, you thick heads, you goggle eyes." Yeah, he's a narcissist, the peasant. "You have great mouths, you can screech till you hurt one's ears, but you cannot count 7 thalers. Do you think I'm going to stand here till you get done?" What you're about to hear, the true story of this particular fairy tale's premise, and I will tap in, and I will speculate about how it mirrors the scourge of narcissism, which is a cankle on our flabby president's leg. And with that he went away, but the frogs cried, "Ayak, ayak, ayak, ayak," and after him till he went home quite angry. They make really poor choices, narcissists. After a time, he got another cow. Humanely slayed it, and then he needed a dog to take it to the butcher to get it all wrapped in butcher paper. He figured that if he sold the meat, he might gain as much as 2 cows, what they were worth. And then he had the skin to tan into leather for another way to secure a bargain. This channeled message is laced with public service announcements warning the viewer about what your toxic, tacky, difficult people are up to today. These PSAs are valuable. They're channeled messages, the Hierophant, to keep you attuned to your soul in a format of warnings and blessings alike. We do both. When he got to town with the meat, a great troop of dogs were gathered together, I can't imagine why, in front of the gate with a large greyhound as the head of them, which jumped at the meat and sniffed at it and barked, "Wow, wow, wow," and there was no stopping the dog. The peasant said to him, Yes, I know quite well that you are saying, wow, 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 because you want some of this meat, but I should fare badly if I were to give it to you." So he negotiated with a dog. The truth behind every fairy tale is finally a tale about narcissism here. While using the tarot and the fairy oracles to unveil the secret teachings within these fairy tales, to clarify, the dog answered nothing but, "Wow, wow, wow. Will you promise not to devour it all then? And will you go bail for your dog companions?" "Wow, wow, wow," said the dog. "Well, if you insist on it, I will leave it for you. I know you well and know who is your master. But this I tell you, I must have my money in 3 days, or else it will go ill with you. You must just bring it out to me." Thereupon he unloaded the meat and turned back again, and the dogs fell upon it and loudly barked, "Wow, wow, wow." The countryman, who heard them from afar, he said to himself, "Hark, now they all want some meat, but the big dog is responsible to me for it. Take this slaughtered cow to the butcher to process the meat for market." When 3 days had passed, the peasant turned the cow over to a butcher who was a grocer or a food broker. Who he was willing to pay. "Tonight my money will be in my pocket," and he was quite delighted. Well, no one would come and pay it. "There is no trusting anyone now," said he, and at last he lost patience, and he went into town to the butcher, who yelled and demanded money from the peasant. The butcher thought it was no joke. "Jesting apart, I will have my money."
Did not the big dog bring me the whole of a slaughtered dressed cow 3 days ago?" The peasant said yes. Then the butcher grew angry and snatched a broomstick, and he drove the peasant out to go get the money owed to clear the debt. "Wait a while, I have some money, and there is still some justice in the world." The peasant went to the royal palace, and he begged for an audience. He was led before the king, who sat there with his daughter, and asked him what injury he had suffered. "Alas," said he, "the frogs and the dogs have taken from me what is mine, and the butcher was paid for his work with a stick." The peasant, he related at length all that had happened. Thereupon the king's daughter began to laugh heartily, and the king said to him, "I cannot give you justice in this, but you shall have my daughter to wife for it." In her whole life she had never yet laughed as she has done, just laughed at you, and I have promised her to you. Who could make her laugh? You may thank God for your good fortune, peasant. The peasant snapped at the king. "I will not have her. I have a wife already, and this princess is the one wife too many for me. When I go home, it's just as bad as if I had a wife standing in every corner." Then the king grew angry. "You Nimrod, you boorish fool." "Ah, Lord King," he said, "what can you expect from an ox but beef?" "Stop," said the king, "you shall have a better reward. Come back in 3 days. Then you shall have 500 counted out in full." When he was going out the palace gate, the sentry soldier said, "You have made the king's daughter laugh. Certainly you will receive something very good." "Yes, that is what I think too," answered the peasant. 500 are to be counted out to me." "Hark you," said the soldier, "give me some of it. What can you do with all that money?" "As it is you, sir," the peasant said, "you shall have 200. Present yourself in 3 days' time before the king, and let it be paid to you." A merchant who was standing nearby, he had heard the decision, and he ran after the peasant, and he held him by the coat, and he said, "Oh, wonder what a lucky child you are. I will change it for you. I will change it for you into smaller coins. What do you want with those great thalers?" "Merchant," said the peasant, 300 can you still have? Give it to me at once in coin. In 3 days from this you will be paid for it by the king." The merchant was delighted with this idea to have so much profit, and brought the sum to a bad groschen, 3 of which were worth 2 good ones. 3 bad coins. After 3 days passed, according to the king's demand, the peasant went before the king. "Pull his coat off," said the king, "and he shall have his 500. So the good bargain is a story about a simple-minded peasant whose misunderstandings and interactions with a king and a Jewish merchant led to him becoming unexpectedly wealthy. The lashes, the 500 turns out to be a beating. The peasant gives the sentry guard his share of the beating, and the Jewish merchant, eager to see the peasant punished and get his own reward, he accepts the remaining blows. This is for educational and entertainment purposes. It's a fairy tale, YouTube. The real treasure was amused by the entire situation. The king gives the peasant actual money from his treasury. The merchant's downfall. The Jewish man later tries to get revenge by telling the king that the peasant had slandered him. The peasant cleverly tricks the king into believing that the merchant is lying by saying the merchant would even claim that the peasant's coat was originally the merchant's coat, so that the king punished the merchant again, and the peasant leaves wealthy, having made a good bargain. The story is obviously a dark comedy for its time, relying heavily on the peasant's simple luck, and then I don't appreciate that way back in the day, though. This is like an anti-Jewish trope. Stereotypes are just awful in my opinion. That is my opinion. But this is a fairy tale that was written in 1810. This negative stereotypes, these were typical of certain folk tales of this era, huh? That's what I'm pointing out. Der gute Handel is the German fairy tale, where peasant is portrayed as a strong, in this story, of a peasant who loses everything that he owns to some animals, including all of his money and his possessions. Through his own ignorance, he keeps giving his money away, that he was paid for the first cow, and then his meat is purloined by a shady butcher. This tale teaches, and it serves a series of misunderstandings and misadventures. Narcissists repeat mistakes due to overconfidence and refusal to learn from others, often faking it till they make it, believing that they are superior and that their choices are correct. When their poor decisions lead to negative consequences like financial loss, then they will engage in blame twisting, a form of gaslighting, to avoid punishment and accountability, or shifting blame onto the dogs and the frogs. This is rooted in their intense lack of empathy and inability to tolerate criticism. Couple that with defense systems used to protect their over-the-top grandiose self-image from feeling threatened. Narcissists make the same mistakes over and over again. Their ego and self-preservation skill sets are at the core, and a narcissist's sense of self-worth is a bit twitchy. So, I know. We petition the angelic realm and ask for it to allow every soul who's gathered here on 5 Mirror Tarot this morning to become exposed to the mighty power of God's white light. And we ask for the angels to bring every last person in so they can be bathed in that awesome power bestowed only by God's will, at being granted benefits to restore all of mankind to intense love by the work we do on this channel with our soul family. We seek to protect every man, woman, and child by unleashing unto them the power of God's healing white light this morning. We thank God for He's bathed all of us in the glorious warmth of His kindness, and His beam of energies has been enriched with God's own unconditional and non-judgmental love. He is loving us, and He is protecting us on all levels, collective. Extol, maul, send. Thank you. I extol the name of King Jesus. I ask for our petition to the angelic realm be made correct. We send our petition to the angels and ancestors with all due respect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You make me so damn happy. This is my job now. And I get to come back tomorrow and I get to do this all over again. Thank you for that. I get to do this all over again. I mean it. Now, thank you for creating a magical space with me. Now, if you like to see more videos, I do have a playlist for getting up there on this topic and many topics of narcissism. Plus, I do open read many subjects, many messages on top of the PSAs. Got it? Using the tarot to fight the scourge of narcissism. Well, you can click on the rutilated quartz heart right here at the end when we get to the end. So, I'm so grateful. I love you. I love you so, so much. I absolutely cannot wait to do this all over again in the next reading. And as always, also, we need to start, it's the time of year, we need to send out the Kosen Rufu for world peace vibration. Unconditional, non-judgmental love of being balanced, grounded, connected, and centered. On 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot. Don't you worry, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be here every day. I'll be here for you because you're here for me. That's a fair exchange of energy, huh? But you go out there and have a really great day.